Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Wonderful Land of Oz, 1969. This is going to be another Barry Mahon flick. His son plays Tip, the protagonist in this one. Two plays Dorothy, I guess. And got some weird sex change happening at the end. But although it has the weirdness of the Barry Mahon cheap sets and whatnot, I'm having to give this 1 out of 5 stars. I'm not a fan of kids' movies to begin with. And I guess Barry Mahon was trying to make a quick buck after his violent sexual exploitation movies of the mid-60s. PPP being one of them. Decided to make kids movies, kind of similar to Herschel Gordon Lewis, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, it's about this kid, Kip. He lives with this witch stepmother. Wants to turn him into a statue ornament for his garden. For her garden, I mean. And so he runs away with Pumpkinhead. And Pumpkinhead calls him father because Kip actually created Pumpkinhead, but his evil witch stepmother sprinkled Pumpkinhead with dust to give him life. So they escape and they head out to the Emerald City where Scarecrow is ruler. And the Emerald City is being overthrown by a bunch of it looks like teenage gals in miniskirts. And so they escape. They meet up with the Tin Man, some other smart dude, and they go back to the evil stepmom with the help of the fairy, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil the ending, but this was difficult to sit through. Like I said, I'm not a fan of kids' movies, and even the cheap sets and bad acting couldn't save this one. Just because I'm not into kids' movies, I guess. Being stubborn, I don't know. It gets a low 2.6, I think. Excuse me. It gets a low 2.3 on IMDb. My mistake. I think it's even lower than Troll 2. But not as low as Rocket Attack USA. So it's kind of between Troll 2 and Rocket Attack USA in terms of quality, as judged by the general public on IMDb. But I thought Rocket Attack USA was actually better, way better than this. Just because I'm not into this genre. It's supposed to be based on a book, and it is faithful to the book, but it's just the cheapness of it that makes it one of the worst movies ever. I'm sure there's a long list, but Barry Mahon's in a bunch of them. So I guess I'll watch his next one, which is what is it called? Santa's Christmas Elf named Calvin. Looks like one of those claymation type movies for Christmas. So I'll watch that one. Then I've got a bunch of David F. Friedman movies to watch. Brick Dollhouse, Love Camp, The Suckers, Teenage Tupelo, and 2001 Maniacs, Field of Screams. So that's going to be my next big push as soon as I get my Netflix DVDs. I've got John Wayne Western from 1973, one of his later Westerns. I think it's the, I forget what it's called, like, but I'll probably watch that in between the David F. Friedman stuff. Woke up this morning, drove to work, discovered that my low tire pressure indicator light was on. So I worked half day at my main job. Took my car in. Sure enough, there was this tiny little screw in the tire, causing it to have 15 psi instead of 32 psi. So I got that all patched up. Fortunately, it wasn't on the side. I didn't have to get the tire replaced. But I was pretty proud of myself for taking care of that. I only worked half day. And I got the other half paid time off. So I got to go home at like 12, take a little 1 hour nap, finish this up. Then I'll be on my way to my next job. And it's going to be another long week. But I'll try to squeeze in as many movies as I can. I don't think I'll be able to fish Santa's Christmas elf named Calvin. Just to be a Barry Mahon completist. But yeah, I thought I'd just get this one in for now. And hopefully this weekend I could watch some more Netflix, get some Barry Mahon, David F. Friedman stuff under my belt, and just keep plugging away at these movie reviews. That's the end of my review. Highly unrecommended. Don't check it out. I'm not going to post the movie in the description box. Although you can look it up on YouTube or get the Something Weird VHS, Something Weird DVD if you want to watch it or collect it or both. Laters.